Light it up, light it up, light it up.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna be really quick about this. This is Juan Zuniga's house that's on sale here in Port Saint Lucie for $1.6 million. I saw this house being built. I know where it's at in the neighborhood. So I'm gonna show you right now that this house is for sale on Zillow. As you can see, this is Zillow. I will put the link below. It's unavailable. I'm gonna put this video on YouTube. So go and check out Brandon the Archivist, and I will show you and put links to the house of Juan Zuniga that he's selling here in Port Saint Lucie. I lived here in Port Saint Lucie for about 30 years, and the homes were so cheap you can buy for $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, and condos as cheap as $30,000. During the pandemic, a lot of people have moved down to South Florida, and this has been crazy. You can't rent a 3-bedroom house for $1,800. It has never happened here in Port Saint Lucie, Florida. But I will drop a video. It's Brandon the Archives. Go on YouTube. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Juan Zuniga from Teaching Men's Fashion and the Zunigas, which are really big here on the YouTube community. I believe Teaching Men's Fashion has like over 4.5 million subscribers, and the Zunigas have just about, I think, 300,000 to 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. I haven't checked it as much as I should be because I'm worrying about my own channel besides other people's numbers and everything. The point being, they built the house, or building the house pre-COVID 2019, 2018. And they did that. You can check on the videos I'm going to post, link below. And 2 weeks ago, Juan Zuniga flew from New York City down to here in Florida, came to Port Saint Lucie, where he built his dream house for him, his children, and his wife, and his brother Juan and Maria. And I believe the whole family used to live down in South Florida. I believe the whole family relocated to the upper side of Manhattan, if I vaguely remember. I've been watching the videos, so it looks like they're permanently, at least there until they retire within the YouTube community and their businesses, which is the Essentials, Santa Lucia, Cologne. They have Jade Black, which I am a influencer with, working with their program. So big shout out to Juan and Jose and Maria Zuniga, which they basically would need to do a shout out for me because they're so big compared to my channel. But why they're such an inspiration is because Juan and Jose used to film in their home in southern Port Saint Lucie, and that's when I first met them. They were a small YouTube channel. Jose back then shaved his head, so he looked like he was part of the military until his family convinced him to grow out his hair and grow a goatee. And once he did that, he looked really good. But they got so big on YouTube that they were able to build multi-million-dollar homes here in Port Saint Lucie, which is a big deal where we live. But, you know, being in a gated community where they're at in eastern Port Saint Lucie, southeastern Port Saint Lucie, is such a beautiful area. And I lived in a gated community in Saint Lucie West, which, if you don't know what Saint Lucie West is, it's western part of Port Saint Lucie. It's where the New York Mets practice for their spring training is down here at the stadium down here in Port Saint Lucie. They changed the name 1,000 times. It used to be called City Field. It used to be called Mets Practice Field many years ago. And that's where I used to live. So what I used to live in a gated community, all you have to do is open up the blinds or the curtains, and every time the St. Lucie Mets or the New York Mets won a game, they had fireworks. It was so pretty. But, you know, the point is, Juan, Jose, and Maria Zuniga are a big inspiration to me, not just for men's fashion or doing the things you need to do to be, you know, being a person as a guy and, you know, being a good example and everything within the social media community, not just YouTube, but with Instagram and TikTok they're even on, and YouTube and Twitter, and just basically that. And they grew from a young man's passion to an adult that he is. He's in his, I think he's 24, He's married, he has a daughter. His wife, I believe, is a doctor, or planning to become a doctor. And it's just amazing. It's an American dream. Being Latin, I understand it. I believe they were all born in Miami. Now, I can't quote on that. I don't know about Juan, but I believe Jose and Maria were born in Miami, in the suburbs of Miami, and they're living paycheck to paycheck, and then they moved here. I believe sometime between Juan and Jose was in high school, and they grew. They grew, they got big, people believed in them, and the channel got big, so big that they were able to create several companies. And Jose is a CEO of multiple companies with men's fashion, which is essentials, which is burning up. You can't go and get anything. They have drop releases. It's just amazing. From their Santa Lucia cologne, which the name Santa Lucia is the original area here in Port Saint Lucie. It used to be a fortress named Fortaleza de Santa Lucia that was abandoned in 1565. And it's just so cool that they're able to input that on their cologne. And they're not from the city of Port Saint Lucie, but they kind of brought that magic and that mystique with the cologne. And they still have their ties here in South Florida. I believe their family members are still there. And I don't know if Jose sold his house. They live in the same community. And you can tell by the link that I sent below, which is the two links of Juan showing his home, and then I have the other link of Jose showing the house tour, and the third link would be what happened 2 weeks ago. And I happen to be, I'm on Zillow because I'm planning to purchase a home, and I saved all over the whole city from, $120,000 condo to about $2 million. And why it's so big that I was able to do that? Because I too am growing a lot on social media and working on that. So I want to see was that, that lifestyle, how much, mortgage is going to be, the HOA fees and all of that. And it happened to be one of the homes that were put by a realtor company called Beaches. It happened to be Juan Zuniga's home. So have I been in that community? No, you can't go in. It's a gated community. Have I been by it? Yes, I have. You can look it up on Zillow. I'm not going to give out anything personal. When I met Juan and Jose, they were really nice. And, Juan's about a couple years younger than me. Jose is about my brother's age, even though my brother's 4 or 5 years younger than him. Older than him, not younger. They're very respectful people. They're respectful people within the YouTube community, in the company community, in the Latin community, the American community. They're living their American dream, and that's the cool part of it. And they didn't ask for favors or anything. They rolled up their sleeves and did it. And here they are today. You want to get big? You want to be really good on YouTube and everything? One of the best successful stories is on YouTube happens to be not just Jose Zuniga teaching men's fashion, but the Zunigas, and they have another YouTube channel that happens to be in Spanish. And I'm trilingual. I know English, obviously, fluently, Spanish fluently, Portuguese fluently. My mom's family is from Puerto Rico, and my dad was born in Brazil. My grandmother was born in Brazil. My dad's family is originally from Germany and Hungary. German Hungarians, go, oh, isn't that World War II? Yeah, it is, but ethnically and culturally, my family haven't been living in Germany since the 1600s. So then they settled in Hungary thanks to Vlad the Impaler, which you know who that is, Dracula. When the Turks killed off the Hungarians, they invited, the Holy Roman Emperor invited Germans to move into Hungary. So that's what's with me. I understand being an American. I understand living in a multicultural scenario in a house. In my home, we prominently spoke English, but Portuguese and occasionally Spanish. But I had technically 4 grandparents that spoke different languages. 2 were foreigners. Now Puerto Rico is part of the United States, but in a way, you can relate to being a foreign culture within your own culture. And that was for both sides of my family. And to see this and how they grew on their channel and doing their dream and living their dream, and from Jade Black to Essentials to Santa Lucia colognes, to so many avenues that they have done in the YouTube community for men like you and me, and for women, you know, if the girls are going to watch, that's nothing wrong with that, to how to look presentable, to how to save money, how to do things that are right, how to be a guy in the 21st century. It is difficult, especially in a community now, what's going on. You don't know what's safe, what's not, and what's flagged, what's not. And, you know, they've done it right. They've done it right. They've helped their community out locally. They've done a lot of charities here in South Florida, especially in Port Saint Lucie, and they've done that. And they've done that so much. So my salute to you guys. And it's hard. I get it. You know, being Latin, I get it. And then people look at me and go, "You're not Latin, you're white." Well, Spain is in Europe, where primarily white people are at, so we won't go there. My mom's family, majority, like 90% of it are of European descent. The rest of it would be a little bit of Jewish and a little bit of Native American and a little bit of Berber that I have in my family tree and my DNA. And so that's why I look very Caucasian, because in fact I am. And my dad's family, no one, at least I come from, did not marry Portuguese, Brazilians, or Brazilian descendants. You see, so technically I would be like 95% European and 92% European, depending on what DNA results I get from different companies. But that's my experiments. Everyone's different, you know. You know, my great-grandfather had blonde hair and blue eyes, and my grandmother, his daughter, she's older, red hair and freckles and very Caucasian looking. Because she is, and she has freckles, but when she speaks, her Puerto Rican accent comes out. Same thing with my grandfather, who passed away about, 15 years ago. Same thing with him. And, you know, people look at us and go, "Oh, wow, you're Latin." Yeah, we are. But that's not the point. I'm an American, and it's really cool to see that experiment. Them going from a small channel to under a million. I think they had like 800,000 when I found them, when I found Jose in Teaching Men's Fashion. And then I saw introduced to Juan and to Maria and their cousin, and their family members and their kids and all, and their spouses. It's really cool to see the story. So after this video, or after me talking, you will see the pictures. Please like this video. Please make it viral. I'm just trying to show you guys that you guys can do it too as well. It's hard, but you can do it if you are willing to roll up your sleeves and put in the time. And that doesn't guarantee you're going to be successful like Juan or Jose and his family are, or even as me. But that doesn't mean you can still do it. So have faith in yourself and know that you can be successful on YouTube. I feel successful. I feel that I am. I was blessed enough to make a couple $100 already, being monetized over a year. Not just that, been gifted many wonderful items, such as this ring light I'm using, such as this microphone I'm using. This was all gifted items. And the money that I spent, I was able to get this Rajon hat and this Rajon shirt, Vans Rajon shirt at Cocoa Beach up in central northern Florida, where they shoot up the rockets right there by Cape Canaveral. And, you know, that's because I get paid on social media, not just through YouTube. I've been paid through YouTube as well as Instagram, SoundCloud. I was able to edit some people's musics, and my camera moved. Let's see if this works here. Sorry. Of course, it's gonna move when I'm doing it. I gotta lean it. So that's what's been going on, and I've been blessed enough to be paid. So altogether, I made about $500. Now $500 is $500. Whether it's that too little in your bank account or not, it's still money, especially during a pandemic. So let me invite you to my channel. I will do a lot more visiting and traveling and stuff. I posted a lot of things lately. We bought a truck. That's a 1971 350 Cheyenne. We're gonna renovating as we're speaking. I'm not, but family members are, and I might help a little because I'm busy myself running my own business as a business partner and independent researcher for shipwrecks. And sorry about the camera. That's what we've been doing. And we're very busy now with the 1715 fleet down here in South Florida. And we're going to be doing that. And I don't dive or anything. I do the research. So we're going to be doing that and salvaging items and figuring it out. So come to South Florida. Come to Port Saint Lucie. Sooner or later, they will be building the downtown. And that's going to be great. And in fact, that might be a good idea for me to buy a loft or a condo once that's all done, if not before. The homes here are really, really ridiculous. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, you can't get anything for rent for $3,200 for about $1,700 at the cheapest, and it's pretty older looking. If you want, you know, the bell and whistles, it would cost you over $2,000 just to rent, and that doesn't include anything else here in Port Saint Lucie. And when I moved to Port Saint Lucie, it was barely $30,000, and now it's over $300,000. So it's just amazing how it grows. It's just going to get bigger. So Port Saint Lucie is between West Palm Beach to the south and north or south of Cape Canaveral. So I'll put a link there if you want to see the Wikipedia page. Come down here. It's beautiful. So if you want to get popular and famous on social media, do what Juan Zuniga has done. Watch his older videos. Let me give you a suggestion. You know how you go on YouTube, you click most popular, click most oldest videos. You'll see how he's grown from being a shy, quiet teenager to now. I've experienced that, so hopefully we get better in doing this, and it's not the easiest thing to record yourself. Trust me, I know. So, anyways, like this video, subscribe, help me out with my channel, help me to reach 100,000 so I can get the play button. That's my goal. I'm between 11,400 and 11,600. So hopefully I can get better. That's my goal, so help me out here. Please smash a like on this video, and catch you guys later. Take care.
Bye.